Hi, this is Executive Co-President Matt Tavares, and you're listening to the WageTech WadCast.
Hey, this is Senior Co-President Matt MacNeil, and you're listening to the WageTech WadCast, WageTech's audio dispatch. So,
this has been a pretty big week for WageTech. We just found out that the Kevin O'Leary
Wealth Summit
is on Saturday.
It's on this Saturday at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, which coincidentally was where the Wealth Expo was,
which was the start of it all. And we're trying to figure out a way to get WageTech into the hands of Mr. O'Leary himself.
Yeah, we're hoping that each attendee has the chance to sit down with Mr. O'Leary and pitch a project a la Shark Tank or Dragon's Den.
And I think that will happen. I think we definitely have a shot at it.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go and we're going to try our best.
It's sold out now, so we managed to get in. It mustn't be very big.
Sorry, who's it? Someone at the door? Hi, and we're back. Sorry about that. So what were you talking about before?
We were talking about the Kevin O'Leary Wealth Summit, and that it is our ultimate goal this Saturday to get WageTech into the hands of Mr. O'Leary.
And what should we do when we sit down?
Well, I don't know how these things work. The way I imagine it is that it'll be me and you and opposite Mr. O'Leary, like each sitting in chairs in like a nice room, and we will have, I don't know, half an hour to kind of just tell him what. Yeah, shoot the shit, get him interested, and he'll be saying like, where can I buy this?
Mm-hmm. And I think the other dragons might be there too.
Yeah, and if they are, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's great. Well, it's Mr. O'Leary's he's the shark.
Yeah, I don't even know any of the sharks.
Yeah, he's the meanest one.
I stopped watching.
Which I think works for our brand, and I think he'd be into it too. He's kind of like a tech guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just assume we'll be exactly like an episode of Dragon's Den.
Yeah. So we don't want to talk. We don't want to hypothesize too much here. So stay tuned. That'll be Saturday, May 26th.
Okay, what else do we have here?
Okay.
I just want to 1 second.
Okay.
I just want to start off by saying, and on behalf of me and Matt, that we apologize. It was a huge oversight with the Intercourse name.
Oh yeah. We're very sorry. We hear you loud and clear.
And we are listening.
This was not a joke.
And I didn't realize. I don't know, but it's fine. It's been corrected. Unfortunately, we still register the trademark, so we can't. We're not going to change the name or do anything about it.
We can't change the name, but we're hoping that you can change your perspective and understand that it is an internet-wide, online interactive learning course, and it's not the other.
Yeah, it's just it's a shame that everyone it's like, we talk about sex and nothing.
Society today is obsessed with sex.
We're obsessed with sexuality.
It's despicable.
Anyway, sorry. What else do we have?
Well, we should mention that this is our first. Is that a?
I'll turn my phone off.
Okay, thanks. This is the first WadCast episode. Mm-hmm. So congrats.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to say, I'm so happy to be doing this with you. I'm honored, and I'm just sorry. It's making me a bit emotional.
Okay.
But
yeah, no problem. We should talk about the WageTech news of the last week.
Yeah. Okay.
We unveiled our new.
Well, Are you not? I just thought you would have said something in return when I said.
Yeah. No. It's great. It's great to be doing this.
Okay. Whatever. Just get.
We have a lot to talk about.
Whatever.
Today.
Sorry.
I just received an email right now from the Kevin O'Leary Wealth Retreat, and there's no new info. It's just don't forget your registration. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Daylight Time.
And I just want to remind you, I do have somewhere to be at 7.
Okay. Well, this goes till 6, so that won't be a problem. So last week in WageTech, we just want to kind of bring everyone up to speed.
I just really needed to be there at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, this goes from 3 to 6 p.m. An hour before 7 o'clock, you'll have plenty of time to get to wherever you need to go. Is there something else that I should know?
I just thought you'd ask me where I was going.
Okay, well, we have a lot to catch up with on our inaugural episode of the WadCast. Last week, we unveiled Procreation to the world. And
which it went amazing.
Yes, the response was fantastic.
And we did our apology post. We sponsored it. I think people are getting the message.
What do you mean sponsored it?
Well, we sponsored it on Instagram. The apology post. I sponsored it.
What do you mean, like, sponsored it how?
I used my credit card and I made an advertisement.
Oh, like you paid for it.
Yeah.
You paid real money to.
Well, I kind of take the initiative to do things. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. Anyway, so I sponsored it, and the response has been amazing. The apology went great. I want to say I'm sorry again, on behalf of me mostly, because it was my idea to come with the name and everything and the whole program. And I just apologize. It was a huge oversight. Sorry, what were you saying?
Today we are shipping out the last of the WageTech courseware orders, and for that we say thank you to all of our international supporters. Those will be out in the post by sundown. Mm-hmm. And we'd like to also kind of some sad WageTech news. This that actually happened yesterday. A WageTech order that was set for pickup was stolen. You care to explain how your negligence led to the theft of our product?
Well, I mean, since the office is in my apartment, I kind of have a lot to do between brainstorming ideas and all the office work. So yeah, I left the order on my stairwell, and
right beside the door that leads to the busy street.
It was close. It was near the door.
Unlocked.
It was next to a bunch of other mail, and I walked by it all day, and it was stolen 15 minutes before the person came.
You put it there. You had it there all day, despite the fact that you knew Despite the fact that you knew it was going to be picked up in the evening.
Well,
it just seems crazy to me that you
I was never told
be careless.
Whatever. Anyway, I'll take the hit.
I'm sorry. I feel like we're getting too much at each other's throats.
It was my idea to even do the shirts in the first place and the pickups. So I'll take complete responsibility for it.
I mean, it wasn't entirely your idea to do anything. I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot. Okay, I think we're kind of at each other's throats a little unfairly here. But yeah, Sophie, we sent an apology to Sophie who came by the office, the HQ, to pick up her order that had been stolen. So she left empty-handed, and for that, Sophie, we're sorry, and you will receive a replacement order.
I'm sorry, Sophie, and yeah, well, we'll split the damages between me and Matt. Which I think is
I don't think I should be held responsible for. I had nothing to do with this except for create the shirts, take the orders, inventory everything, and kind of promote the idea that these shirts are even for purchase.
Yeah, but I mean, I designed the logo, and I mean, so it's anyone can make a T-shirt. I mean, I could go online and go to Vistaprint right now and print off anything I want, but having an attractive logo like the one I designed, painstakingly, I might add. I mean, I think it's really what people are buying. I don't see people aren't buying you making the shirts. I mean, you kind of have nothing to do with it. But anyway, we talked about this right before we started. I don't know why we're bringing this into the conversation.
Okay, I think we should get down to business. Seeing as how this is the introductory WadCast episode, I want to let all the listeners know exactly what to expect from the WadCast. So, like, what are the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about? Are we going to give business advice? We're going to tell you about WageTech news. We're going to tell you about
special guests for sure.
Special guests, events, tips and tricks, giveaways. More like WageTech merchandise news,
and also let you know kind of about the different tiers of WageTech.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of messages. People are
what's the difference between Intercourse Pro X and Intercourse Pro X Lite?
People are obsessed.
It's crazy. And, I think the differences kind of speak for themselves, but we can elaborate that later.
Yeah, we're still kind of tinkering with the final touches on Intercourse, the interactive learning course. And as you saw, we have our hierarchy of tiers. I don't like to say I see it as a hierarchy. I don't think
it's a linear thing. It's not vertical for sure.
And
but there is a start and finish. There are certain tiers
levels
that are, let's say, further ahead, not higher, but if it's a race, they're kind of winning.
The only thing that you would get at a higher tier than a lower tier is more respect, more clout, more
access. Of course, we have our whole credit point system that we haven't even gone into yet that we're going to be unveiling soon.
Yeah, it's going to be I don't know. We weren't planning on releasing that info, but we might as well.
What's fun about the podcast is we get to talk about whatever we like.
Yeah, we're talking about
kind
of
really talk about anything and let the people give the people what they want.
Yeah. So we are introducing a WageTech points system that you can earn points by referring friends to Intercourse, by ordering courseware, and also anybody who has purchased a courseware, please contact us, and you will be awarded.
You'll be set up with points. And it's a lottery for the first one. So I mean, it could be 1 point, it could be 1,000,000 points. I don't know.
Yeah. And certain points you can then exchange.
You could also just buy points too.
You can buy points
money,
at $1
2
a
points
point.
at $1 point. So it's pretty great. You can't exchange them back for money, unfortunately. But there's plenty of stuff you can buy with points you can't buy with regular money.
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be backwards.
And and we'll get to the different powers too you get at the different tiers, but that's later also.
Yeah, but so people have been saying, what kind of stuff do I get? Why should I sign up for Intercourse Pro X and not Intercourse Pro?
Yeah, exactly. I know.
These are all great questions, and we'd love to answer them one by one, which we will do at another time. But so for everyone sitting there, hold on, hold on to your hats. It's coming.
And you can email us questions or hit us on Instagram. And yeah, we'll do a Q&A section. We won't do one for this first one because there are no Qs. But yeah, I mean, we can maybe ask
if there are any Qs, then we haven't done our job very well.
Exactly, yeah.
Because this was supposed to be
it's kind of self-explanatory in my opinion, but every so often someone will ask, should I be a philosopher king or should I be an auxiliary? And I mean, you can't really buy. Yeah,
we should note that a philosopher king cannot be status cannot be purchased.
You can't buy it, and you can't buy a high priest.
You have to earn.
Obviously, God is me and MacNeil. It's always. And I decided to give a little silence there just to make that clear.
Yeah, just one tip: you don't want to be caught with the hoi polloi.
Yeah, that's bad. And you're laughing because it's.
I was just thinking about how absurd it would be to be stuck in.
To be a person who doesn't have any affiliation with WageTech or Intercourse whatsoever.
You're just one of the masses.
You're one of just the regular people. I see them every day. Who's getting by. They don't want $1 million. They don't want $1 billion.
They don't know what they would do with the fanfare. And
the power and the status that it comes with being even a Intercourse Lite X member. So, and it makes me emotional to think about. I mean, I really have to laugh because it's so funny to think.
It's more sad than funny.
I know it's making me kind of tear up right now. But anyway, yeah. Well, we don't have to worry about that because if you're listening to this, obviously you have subscribed, and even $100 a month. That's it.
Which is absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
That's like 33 coffees.
It's like almost no money. 100, what is that? Car insurance? Take the subway.
Yeah, walk, don't run. To
keep calm in WageTech. Anyway, so that's just a little bit of what we could potentially talk about. Giveaways. What you were saying something about a giveaway?
I was saying something about courseware giveaways that every so often a lucky Instagram subscriber or WadCast frequenter will win maybe perhaps an Intercourse shirt, perhaps a WageTech hat. Again, we don't have anything to give right now.
And points, of course, credits, 10 credits maybe, which once you get to 1,000 of those bad boys, you can kind of level up.
And a point is different than a credit.
Yeah,
you don't want to confuse the two. They're not exchangeable. A point is like the WageTech currency, but a credit is, how in a game of Monopoly there's a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, of course.
It's kind of like that.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard because credits, in the real world, and I'm using big hand quotations around that, there is no equivalent. But, it's a shame. There should be 2 currencies. There should be 3 currencies. And we'll get to that. But, yeah, so that's exciting. So you get points. You get free points. You never get free credits.
No, you can buy both points and credits.
Yeah. And credits and points are both $1 each. But a credit is worth way more, if you know what I mean. So anyway,
it's technically worth way more than a point, though.
But it's like 2 different things. Like say apples and oranges. You can't say how many apples is orange worth. Well, is it worth 1 orange? Is it worth 10 oranges? They might be both.
It's not for us to say. It's not for us to say what it is worth.
The orange does something different, and I'm sorry, it does something different than the apple, and that's all we're gonna say about that.
we don't want to play God and assign these human values on things like credits and points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if there's one thing, kind of one of the main things when we first started talking about doing this is that we don't want to be God. We don't want to play God. We don't think about that at all.
We believe in God.
Undeniably. But this isn't like some kind of power thing. We're not doing this to get respect or to be above someone else. The fact we're at the top of the hierarchy it's once again, it's like it isn't a hierarchy. And God kind of sits outside, the God tier, which is, that's an acronym. We'll get to that later. But, it sits outside where everyone else is. It's not above or below. It's kind of like omnipresent, omnipowerful, within the WageTech community, of course.
Which is, would you like to elaborate on what the WageTech community is?
Yeah, of course. It's just it's kind of our devout followers, and they purchase or submit to the monthly plan and give us money, and of course you get a whole handbook of stuff you have to do. But
it's not us who gets the money.
We don't get to keep the money. The money goes to
WageTech gets the money. It's out of our hands.
Yeah. I mean, if my name was Wage and Matt's name was Tech, that'd be a different story. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that one.
Yeah, exactly. I tell that, and I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket when we talk.
If I was Wage and he was Tech, then this would be a different story.
This would be a totally different story. I'd be a fucking millionaire. Pardon my French.
Ooh.
But
we can beep that out.
Yeah, we'll get that in post. Yeah. So I think it kind of covers most of it. Is there anything else we should say?
Well, we can say, stay tuned for lots more WadCasts. There's a lot more news to come. There's a lot more stuff coming your way. There's going to be lots of intercourse, procreation, courseware.
Special edition WageTech is coming soon. Sorry.
Special edition WageTech. Whoa. Methinks thou has said too much. We got to keep some things under wraps for now. But what was the? I forgot what I was going to say.
Was there anything else?
Oh, yeah. We know that, because again, we've been getting a lot of questions. The merchandise is sold out. We've sold out of all of our products right now. If you look on the website, which is www.wage.technology. Yes, you cannot order items at the moment. We will be creating more shortly, so hold on to your hats.
Thank you. And this is Executive Co-President Matt Tavares.
And this is Senior Co-President Matt MacNeil.
And you're listening to the WadCast, sponsored by Squarespace.